Hey everybody, this is Wes Yancey with Undercover Sportsman. We're out here on the Willamette River today, and I'm going to take you on a walkthrough through this new G3 2016 Gator Tough 20 SC. Come along with me. Hey guys, I'm out here on the water finally. Man, I'll tell you what, it makes it so much easier having that Tarova on the front of there. I've got this remote that just stays on my neck here, and I'm able to control this trolling motor from several hundred yards away. So what I do is I put it in anchor mode, I pull it out away from the dock, get it out of everybody's way trying to load in and out, I park it there, and I go up, park my truck, I come back, and I drive the boat over myself and I get on. I can't tell you how much of a difference that's made for me and ease of loading and unloading for when I'm out here by myself, which is a lot of the time. So I want to take you through some of the features of the G3 boat. You know, I've talked a lot about the Tarova already. It's actually working behind me right now. You'll see me moving as we're sitting here, but this is a really another nice feature of this anchor feature is when I first get out on the water, you know, I like to be tied up before I get out here, but a lot of times there's some preparation I still have to do when I get out here. So this anchor feature is awesome. It just holds me where I want it to, even in current. If I don't want to get pushed up on some bass, I know where they're at. I anchor away from them, I start getting tied up. I do videos like this one, and I don't have to worry about drifting off and hitting something. I can just forget about it, even in heavy current, heavy winds. It holds me right here. So one more awesome feature about the Tarova. To talk a little bit about the electronics on the boat, they are Garmin EchoMap 93 SVs. These Garmins are awesome units. I personally like the Garmins. They're quality units, they make quality GPS, they've been around for a long time, and that's the kind of stuff I like investing my money in, especially stuff that's really important to me, and we all know our fishing equipment is important. So the Garmin 93 SVs they're just packed full of features. I couldn't even go over all of them. One thing I really like about them, they've got your chart navigation, they've got your traditional sonar, they've got your side view, they've got your down view, and you can split your screen, of course, like a lot of depth finders these days, or electronics these days. And you can have whatever you want. If I want sonar on the left, side view and down view on the right, I can split it in thirds, halves, however you want. Another neat thing is it's got customizable home screen. So if there's some buttons I'm using a lot, I usually use traditional sonar and side view side by side. So I put that right on my home screen. I use the navigation chart a lot when I'm out running in this skinny water. I want to make sure I'm not getting in any shallow water. A lot of times when you're running, your depth finder's not working, but you can see on your chart that you're in 6 feet of water from what your chart's showing you. So the chart feature is really handy to have. Man, I got to tell you, one thing I really like about these things is they can come off and on. So when I get done at night, I don't have to unscrew the knobs on the side like I'm used to. I just pop off the face and it's done. I put the cover on it and I put it in my garage. So to talk a little bit more about the boat, the one thing that really stands out that I'm sitting right on is the live well. Awesome live well, okay? These boats are so unilateral when it comes to fishing. I'm a bass fisherman mainly myself, but I'm living in the Pacific Northwest, and there's guys out here that do some incredible salmon fishing. I'm getting more into that myself. This live well is huge. If I need to put a walleye in here, if I need to put a big salmon in here, big bass, multiple big bass in a tournament, there's room for it. Aeration system is great. I fished all day long in a hot sunny day in this aluminum boat. Fish survive with the great aeration they put in these things. There's plenty of room. Divider for you guys fishing team tournaments. They thought of it all at G3, so from the casual fisherman to the tournament bass angler, this boat has what you need. Another really neat feature it has is it's got side rails, front to back, the whole way side rails. So if I want to put fishing rods in here, fishing rod holders in here, if I want to put some sort of arm to hold my GoPros, anything that'll fit in a track system, you got it. Full length on this boat. It does have rod storage. To the left of the seats, there's rod storage. I put my longest, nicest bait casters in there because there's plenty of room. It holds them nice and tight when I'm traveling down the road. And then I've also put some rod savers on the very front deck. Those do a really good job. So I've got plenty of room to haul my rods, not worry about transferring from truck to boat between trips. There's a huge front deck, 2 storage units on each side for whatever you need to put in there. I leave my remote in there so I don't forget it. Put rain gear in there. The front deck is great. The front deck on these things is huge, okay? 2 guys, 3 guys can stand up there without getting in each other's way, especially without the foot pedal on the Terova. I don't attach a foot pedal unless it's windy. I use the handheld. I can sit in the driver's seat, have a Gatorade and let the guys fish up front and still steer them along the bank. There's just plenty of room in this G3. The bottom, I've got my bison cooler in here. I've got 2 totes. I've got my tackle box. I've got my camera bag, and there's still plenty of room. I've got a tripod set up. So you could actually put another seat in here and have a 3-seater for salmon fishing or trolling. It's just so versatile, guys. You really got to check that out. That's one thing I really like about it, is I can do any kind of fishing out of this boat. If I want to go out and do sturgeon fishing, that can get pretty gross. A lot of guys have whole completely separate boats from their bass boats to do sturgeon fishing. Because they don't want to get their boats gross. That's the great thing about this aluminum boat. I just spray it out. It doesn't matter how muddy, nasty, dirty we get. There's a lake down called Green Peter. It's just a muddy mess, and when I used to take my carpeted boat out there, it'd drive me nuts. But now I don't have to worry about it. I just spray it out and go. This boat's equipped with a 115 Yamaha engine that pushes this thing about 50 miles an hour, which keeps me competitive in these bass tournaments. It gets me where I need to go in a sufficient amount of time. If the fish aren't biting here and I want to run upriver, I can do that in a good amount of time. It pushes me just as fast as I want to go, and it's very efficient. The gas, I maybe fill up every 2-3 trips if I'm burning up and down the river. Otherwise, I can make it last a long time with this 4-stroke engine. So, you know, G3's really thought of it all. This is a boat that is so unilateral for any angler, any fisherman, whether you're a salmon fisherman, whether you're a bass fisherman, whether you're competitive in the bass tournaments, or whether you're just fishing for fun. You really can't beat these boats. Make sure you check them out on g3boats.com and give undercoversportsman.com a look for more videos like this. And come along with us. We're gonna see if we can't catch some fish out of it today.